and was very quiet. And he struggled with making friends. His parents said, for your birthday, you can invite 2 friends over for a pizza party and movie, you can rent movies. He invited 2 neighborhood boys that they had a plan. They showed up with a video cam and their cell phones. They watched the movies, they ate pizza, and they said to Charles, let's all dance like, they watched Saturday Night Fever, they watched Dirty Dancing. Let's dance like John Travolta. Let's imitate them. And so Charles, you're first. So Charles stood before them, he kind of lifted his shirt, he's doing this. He was laughing, and they took pictures of him. 2 weeks later, there was a website called Why Charles is a Loser. And kids could respond to this, and they could write why Charles is a loser. This is called digital bullying. Parents tell me, well, I just want to keep my kids offline. I don't want them to be online. I don't want them to be online to do anything. I will supervise every step of the way. But here's the reality. In my day, when we socialized, we went to the mall or to the beach. In my parents' day, they went to the soda fountain to meet other people. Our kids go home and get on the internet, or they text. This is the social arena for our kids. What is our job? Our job is to make it safe for them to navigate the streets of the internet and other forms of technology. Now, I'm going to work with you today on ways that you can provide safety as I go through this. Let me just go on with a few more examples. Mai was a 4th grade girl, and during spring break, she went home to China to visit some of her relatives. While she was gone, one of her good friends sent an email to a bunch of people, and the email said, while Mai was in China, she contracted that disease called SARS. It's a very contagious upper respiratory disease, and it can be fatal. When Mai came to school on Monday morning, kids were literally running from her in the hallways. She had no idea. When she went to her classroom, the kids had moved all of their desks away from her, so she was the only one on the row. She had no idea. What is this about? It's about digital bullying. And it's very painful for some of our kids because some of our kids are participating in digital bullying and they would never bully at school in front of friends. So we have a different beast, I will call it, to deal with. Our last student was a middle school student. She moved from West Texas. She moved to Southern California. She was in 7th grade. 7th grade's a tough year. She went to school the first day. She was wearing her Wranglers and t-shirt. And she said, hi, y'all. And the other girls were, we say you guys here. And they kind of laughed at her. Of course, they were wearing Ocean Pacific shorts. They had on cool t-shirts. They had their hair up with the sunglasses. She felt out of place. If you hear nothing else today, I want you to hear this. The kids that are at most risk for bullying behaviors are those new kids. If you do not do any bullying prevention, make sure that you provide a program of an ambassadorship, a mentoring for your new kids. Our bullies go shopping for victims. They're looking for kids without a support system. This girl was a perfect setup. She was quiet, she did not have a lot of friends. The 8th grade bully named Michelle found her and began to make her life miserable for months. She and her henchmen, the bystanders, terrorized this young girl. This girl had nightmares. She stopped eating. She did not tell her parents because, like many of our kids who are victimized, they don't want to tell anybody because they think that they won't be believed, and they also believe, I must be doing something wrong for this to happen. And her parents were fighting so much, so she didn't want to bother them. She endured this till one day her hero, Mr. Peralta, saw it twin, and he walked up and stepped in the middle, and he blocked the eye contact between the victim and the bully. And this is what you need to do as adults. And he called it, and he named it what it was. This is bullying, and it's going to stop right now. And what he did is he told the student being victimized, I want you to go to my classroom. I'm going to be your safe person from now on. My classroom is 103. Please go there now. Then he turned around and he escorted the bully and the bystanders to the office. And that day he told them, I will be your safe person at this school from now on. If you feel intimidated or harassed, I want you to come see me. The reason I tell that story is that's my story. And bullying had a great effect on my life to the point that I decided to go into teaching to help stop the bullying. I taught for many years, then I developed programs in my school district for bullying. And what I'm going to be sharing with you today is what I found, what worked and what didn't work. Because I want you to leave here with some activities and skills that you can use at your school. Parents, I welcome you here tonight. Some of what I've been talking about, you can do in your own home. So, before I get started with everything, I want you to take a quiz. If everyone will look in their packet, and I think it's the 6th sheet, and it's called the Bullying Quiz. If you are analytical, please do not analyze these questions. Go with